Thank you for being here. Great to be able to share these successes with members of our legislature, and also Mayor Cordova and Mayor Latham. Thank you so much for being here and welcoming us. So without further ado, the main reason we're here, let's get this celebration started as we acknowledge what tourism is doing for the state of New Mexico with our #1 supporter, our governor, Susana Martinez.
And this is Angel Fire is New Mexico True. We're so proud to be partners with Angel Fire. I think when we put our ideas and our dollars together, we make them greater, and we are able to actually spread the word not only within the state of New Mexico, but throughout the country and the world. I flew just not too long ago on Southwest Airlines, and they make you turn off all your electronics, of course. So I started to pick at the pocket in front of me and pull out the magazine, and there you have it, New Mexico True. And all about the exciting things that we have right here in our state. Then you go to the airport. Once you arrive at the airport, there you see it, New Mexico True. And you get into a taxi cab, what do you see? New Mexico True. And it is something that we have known we've got all along right here in our state, because it is so different in every single part of our state. I come from the South. And yes, you know, when I ask people, I'll say, what do you think of when you close your eyes and think of New Mexico? And they will say, desert, cowboys and Indians, and do you need a passport? I'm like, wrong. No, we're that big, fifth largest state between Texas and Arizona, and we're part of the United States. And yes, we do have desert, but when you drive down from Las Cruces up towards Alamogordo, and all of a sudden you see this enormous white beach, you go, where did this come from? You move further north. I mean, when I was up here and I found out that you had the longest zip line in the country. I didn't know that. I had no idea. So everywhere I go, I mean, it's bragging time. And I travel for business. I travel to try to bring businesses here. I travel for us to be able to market our state in the best way we possibly can, especially for tourism. Because I understand that tourism really is huge economic driver, and I really want to thank Secretary Latham, who is from these parts of New Mexico. She has done an amazing job as our new cabinet secretary for tourism, and you all must be just as proud as I am that she's picked up, passed along that sword, and she is carrying it strong for New Mexico. Now, as you all know, like I said, it's a huge economic driver. And when we are able to attract people from across the country and from around the world, it means more dollars in our communities. And so what we're wanting to do is to prove that the New Mexico True campaign is a reality. We have so much to offer. Wide open spaces, from fly fishing to kayaking to rafting to zip lines and skiing and hiking. No one from a lot of places in New Mexico would know we have all this. Or certainly from back east in the northern part, they just don't know it's here. And that's why we're trying to say, this is New Mexico True. And the campaign has been amazingly successful. But the best part of this campaign is that we get to show the world, and we get to show the world that what they're missing out on, what we have known we've had all along, from our stunning natural wonders, like these beautiful Sangre de Cristo Mountains and Cimarron Canyon State Park. Just last week, I was proud to announce that for the 3rd year in a row, New Mexico has seen record-breaking tourism growth. priority. We see it as a priority. We know that when people come from other states, they come, they stay overnight, they visit, they leave their dollars, they eat, they stay at a lodge, at a hotel, they buy gifts for family back at home. But we too have a responsibility to see our own state. And unfortunately, I didn't see all of the state that I lived in for 25 years before I became governor. And I have been so pleasantly surprised at all the beauty. I've gone all the way to Raton, all the way, east, west of the state, the greenery, the mountains, the rivers, the streams, the fishing, it is absolutely gorgeous and breathtaking. I was going to go down the zip line, but I think there's too many clouds. I don't think they're going to let me today. But I did go down the river when I was here last, and I went down and went kayaking. I thought, oh, what am I doing at my age? And it was a double kayak, so I had an expert behind me. And it was the most amazing thing to hit a splash. And it just, the water comes up, you don't know whether to take a breath or not. The water is covering you completely, and then all of a sudden your face just breaks through that water, and you just, oh my God, that was just awesome. And then how to turn the paddles and move them. Oh, I'll tell you, it is made me feel like a 30-year-old. So just last week, of course, I was proud to announce, like I said, for the third year in a row, our tourism industry is record-breaking tourism growth. Last year, more than 500,000 more people than in 2013 chose to visit New Mexico. 500,000 more people have come to visit New Mexico in just from 2013. Due to our increased tourism efforts, of course, last year, a grand total of 32.7 million visitors chose to have New Mexico treated as business. And these visitors come here to experience New Mexico True adventures, stay in our New Mexico True hotels, ski on our New Mexico True slopes. That man was not a liar. We have amazing snow. I've been skiing down in Ruidoso when I was young. I did not know all of the ski slopes up in the northern part. I have now done that. I did a little proclamation of Learn a Winter Sport Month, and then went, uh-oh. I hadn't skied in 30 years, so I wrapped up my knees really nicely and tight and put on my skis, went with a friend, thought we'd go with an instructor at the beginning, and then it's like riding a bike. I ditched her and the instructor, and it took off. And it was great fun to re-experience that after 30 years. But due to our efforts and our increased tourism efforts last year, like I said, 3.27 million more visitors, and they stay here, they spend their money here. But it's up to us also to call our neighbors, our friends. Take that 2-day weekend, 3-day weekend, and go visit someplace you haven't been to. Drive a few hours away from where your comfort zone is. Get to know New Mexico the way I have gotten to know it, and stay at one of the hotels. I challenged a couple of years ago and said, we need to get to know. I didn't know all of New Mexico and all that it had to offer. And now, of course, when I travel throughout the country, I'm able to brag about what we had in New Mexico and how amazing it is. And of course, at the end of the day, we have to ask that tourist the question. And what is that famous question? What are you coming back? Yes, which one? Red or green? And I had a national reporter that was here about a year and a half ago, and we went to a Mexican restaurant, and they asked her, what would you like, red or green? And she looked at me like, what? And I said, just say Christmas. So I confused her even more. And then I said, you can taste both flavors and decide for yourself what it is you like. Which they had never heard that question asked of them, red or green. So, of course, this is amazing news. We have New Mexico True campaign brings this proven track record to Angel Fire. New Mexico True helps tell the story of all that Angel Fire has to offer. like skiing and snowboarding. I picked it up like a bicycle. My husband was on his behind most of the time. To fly fishing or snowmobiling, or our treasured Vietnam Veterans Memorial State Park to a wider audience. Across New Mexico, tourism continues to be an economic leader. In new job growth, we've had 2,200 new jobs in 2014, adding another 2,200 jobs in 2014. That is an 8.4% increase in new job growth created by this industry since 2010. So it is amazing. As we begin another busy summer travel season, we're continuing to develop our tourism industry, attracting more visitors to our state and encouraging friends and family members to jump in the car and explore. All my family that comes from El Paso, Texas, as soon as they have an invitation, they come out here. We went skiing together. Of course, they came to the inaugural. The culture that surrounds us, our people, I think that is our greatest asset, the way we respond to our visitors and how welcoming we are. You hear that from businesses that have come from other states to New Mexico on how warm New Mexicans are. And so celebrating our third consecutive year for record-breaking tourism growth shows the New Mexico True campaign is working, bringing more visitors than ever before, creating more jobs than ever before, and benefiting New Mexico's economy more than ever before. And to all of you who are part of the tourism industry and hospitality industry, we thank you. We thank you for all that you do to make sure that people who come from all over the world have that New Mexico True experience right here in our state. Thank you, and God bless you for all that you do.